Hey guys, it's Mike again. Got a different kind of video today. I got the Simplex 13.5-inch coil in the mail the other day. Been dying to get out and get it. The weather's changing here. The leaves are dropping. It's getting cold. The very first clip, you know, I'm doing this intro after the fact because we had an audio blurb. We didn't have any audio from my first 3 or 4 clips. Unfortunately, the first clip, I find an awesome old ring. I'd say it might even date back to the 1800s. It was deep at my own house. Wish you could have heard my excitement when I found it, because I was not expecting it. I only had like 5 or 10 minutes before I had to leave to take my wife to work. But anyways, we're by that now. We got the audio figured out. If you like our content, make sure you subscribe. I've been trying to do a lot of Simplex help videos, and make sure you stay at the end of the video, because I got a pretty decent way that Jordan came up with his detector on pinpointing with this big coil. You know, a 13.5-inch coil. I was wondering what kind of hole I was going to have to dig, but I got it down to where I'm only digging just a normal 4 or 5-inch hole for a 13.5-inch coil. I'm sorry about this, guys. We lost some of the voiceover on this. I was trying something different here. You might even see a little bit of a fuzzy thing that pops into the screen. I was trying a mic to try to buff some noise, but didn't work out very good. Unfortunately, this was a really awesome find. This is in my own house that me, Jordan, and even my brother has detected multiple times. And this was the actual second dig with this 13.5-inch coil. And it come out of the ground a beautiful ring. I was jacked up. I'm very disappointed in myself that this didn't come out, because you can hear the raw emotion as I was excited to dig. And this was, like I said, about a little over 9 inches deep. And it come up a solid 80. I mean, there was no mistake in not digging this thing. And as you can see, as a close-up here, it looks pretty cool. I think it's probably an 1800s ring or something like that. My house was built in 1950, but this is an older ring for sure. I haven't found one of these in a while here, guys. It's a harmonica reed. It wasn't real deep. It was only maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 inches. I'm still using the Simplex with the big 13.5-inch coil. Down here with David, he's using the Garrett AT Max. He's found a couple. He found another one of these here the other day. Found a Tootsie car here the other day. That was pretty cool. A pocket knife. So there's been a couple things. And a little belt buckle, yeah. Also a little belt buckle. So there has been a few things come out of here. So we got this little area here pretty much that you're seeing in the camera here to hit. So let's see what happens. I always like finding these old harmonica reeds. That's usually, to me, a good sign something could be here. All right, guys. Swinging the big coil here today. Trying to find super deep finds. There you go. I'll let you see it. 87, 88. I think it's going to be silver. It looks silverish. I can't be for certain that it is, but whatever it is, it's pretty neat. Looks like it says US on it, but like I said, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Oh, David's got a pull tab. Yeah, like I said, I'm almost positive this is going to be silver. It looks like it used to be a tag onto something. Pretty cool little find. You know, I even told David, I said, you know, I'd be a little bit more excited about that signal if it was a little deeper. You know, it was only 2 inches deep, and there it comes out of the ground still silver. So you just never know. That's why a lot of people say you got to dig it all. Cool little piece of silver. All right, this time was coming up. Let me explain where I'm at. Used to be an old school that's set right here in this big flat. So I'm figuring, you know, this school dates back to right when I was a kid. So quite a few years ago. But these older trees here, I figure it was probably here at the time. So it's telling me that's probably a lot of this was undisturbed after they removed the old school. But anyways, I was getting a decent signal, about a 60, 65, and I seen something here in the side of the plug. Looks like it may be a piece of jewelry. So let's check it out together. I don't think it's going to be nothing spectacular, but yes, it oh, hang on here, fellas. Maybe an earring. I don't know if it's that or if it's a necklace, and I don't want to. Okay, I believe it's an earring. Yes, it's an ear. Oh, I just broke it. Dang it. Okay. Here it is. It looks like just an old cheapo earring. Got a pretty little, I don't know if you can see the sparkle to it, but I don't think it's any kind of precious metal that I can see any engravings on the back. But still, you know, it's a piece of jewelry. There's the little, I guess the piece that would have went into your ear, like so. But anyways, coming up a screaming hit. I mean, it was only maybe 4 to 5 inches deep, but still pretty cool for hunting a very heavily, at one point in time, a very heavily hunted park. We have a lot of Civil War activity around this area, so this place has been hammered for Civil War. Okay, here we go. Here's a pretty good signal. Hang on. Here's a pretty good signal here. 86, 87. And you do about a 90-degree turn, you're looking at 85, 86. Very good signal for a coin. Only thing is, it's not real deep. So let's dig this. We'll dig it live as much as possible here. I'm in an area here where it's going to be impossible to dig a good plug like I like digging, but okay, let's see if we can find this real quick. Okay, it's right here. Let's pull it out. Okay, I'm really close now, so. And I should have knew it. For some reason, you know, a lot of them. It ain't just a Simplex. Oh, I like the name, Mike's. But for some reason, this Simplex loves these old rusted up bottle caps. I don't know if anybody else has had that same encounter or not, but you know, I know the AT Pro likes them too, but this Simplex really squeaks that sound out. It makes it sound like a coin every time. All right, guys, so here's not saying it's a great signal, but it's coming up like a 65, 66, but it's 8 to 10 inches deep. So I just want to see exactly what it's going to be and how deep it's actually going to be. I picked that apart trying to find that target, but I stuck the pinpointer down in the hole, dug a little deeper, and I heard the signal down in here. So, you know, it might have been close to the 8 or 10 inches I was looking for. And right there it's going to be. Just going to be a piece of junk. And that's about what I thought it was. But it is pushing about 8 inches deep. It's an old smashed up bottle cap is what it was. And like I said, I kind of figured that. But I just wanted to see, you know, I'm trying to get these deep signals. I just want to see if it matches what I dig. You know, that was like a 60, 65. So that would probably pretty much match about what it was saying it was. So pretty cool, pretty close on the depth. Let's see what else comes out of the ground. All right, this is not real deep, but It's coming up an actually good tone for gold, but it is saying almost 8 inches. So, but you can see, I hope you can see the numbers, 34, 35, 36. And it stays pretty consistent the whole way around. So definitely got to dig this one to see what this possibly could be. Okay, here it is in the sidewall. It wasn't a gold ring, but it was a piece of a pull tab. I mean, if you've seen any of our videos, you know we dig a pile of pull tabs when we're looking for gold. So it doesn't surprise me that's what it come up. It was about, let's see here, about 6 inches deep. So it was saying about 8 inches deep, so not too bad, but it was a very consistent signal, and I like that. You know, even though it's a pull tab, it was still a consistent 31, 32, 33. So that's a good sign when you're seeing, you know, that deep. A lot of times you don't get them consistent numbers. So really happy with the consistent deeper signal sound, you know, and the VDI. Okay, I'll probably jinx myself again, but this is a deep coin signal. It's coming up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and it says it's about 8 to 10 inches deep. So I'm going to dig this out of here and we'll see what it is together. Okay, whatever it is, it was pretty deep. Roundness of a coin. It was down all the way. I dug for a while on that. Let's see what kind of coin it is. Definitely a coin. Let's check it out. Well, it's got a Abe Lincoln. Maybe it's going to be a wheat cent. That'd be all right. I'd be cool with that. Come on, give me at least a wheat cent. It's green, but I don't know. Let me get these gloves off. Oh man, she's nice and green, but I don't think it's a wheat cent. I can't get nothing off of the back. Let's see here. 2004. Why are you so green, 2004? But anyways, it was a deep signal. You know, you're looking at, I dug it all the way back in there. So you're looking at about 6 to 8 inches, and it was, you could hear and see, it was coming up a pretty solid signal. I mean, I can take that, you know, even though it's just a regular stinking Lincoln, that's still pretty dang good. You know, 6, 8 inches on a penny, solid. I mean, it was a solid 80s. So I'll take that. Here's a screamer. 91, 92. But it's not very deep. Be nice if it was a nice piece of silver or something like that, but probably, if I had to guess, I'm going to say probably a quarter, being that it's not very deep. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Okay, I see the edge. What looks to be a quarter. Yep, quarter it is. That's what I figured it was. Solid 91, 92, usually on the Simplex. Pretty much almost every time a quarter, but you never know. It could have been a piece of silver. But quarter in the pocket. Okay guys, here's the tip I was telling you about. When I bought this huge coil, I was worried about the pinpointing. I do a lot of detecting down here in the park. I'm not really in the park as so to speak, but I am on the outskirts of the park in the old pool where we found a lot of rings. I got a decent signal here, and I just want to show you how I pinpoint with this big coil, and it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but here's how I do it. All right, when you come up onto that signal, okay, I hit that signal in a swing. So you can hear the signal right there. It's an 80, 81, but I come up, once I hit that signal, okay, I've located it. So now I'm going to back off, okay, stop making noise. You can't hear that signal anymore. So I go slow until I start hitting that signal again. So that tells me that signal is going to be right in this area here, right where that green, looks like dandelion or whatever that is. It's going to be right in there because it ain't making it back here. So now my tip of my coil is just starting to hit it. So that signal should be in that area, about a 4-inch diameter area. So I'll dig it. Once I get the hole dug, I'll turn you back on and let's see if we can find this together. It said it was, about 8 inches deep. So you'll be right back. Okay, there's my plug. 4-6 inches in diameter. And you can hear whatever that signal was is right here in my plug. So I don't have the signal here. There is a little one here right there, but here's the signal I was hearing. Let's see what it is. Okay, right there is my signal. It's in the hole, or in the plug. It's a dime. That's kind of what I was thinking it was. I thought maybe it possibly could have been a quarter, but it was a dime. Wasn't dead center in my plug, but it got me with a small plug. You know, you don't want to be out here digging 10-inch, 11-inch holes. You want to get it as small as you can to make the least amount of disturbance in the ground you can. So that's just a quick tip. I go up, once I hear that signal, I back it till it stops. You don't hear that signal anymore. And then I do my little waggle until I hear that signal. Then I know it puts it right there at the top of the coin, or right at the top of the coil, and I can figure out my hole diameter from there. So I hope that little tip helps you with the purchase of this new coil, and you got a good area to go. You should be able to rock some deep stuff. I got a really good feeling. You've seen that ring I found at my own house. That was about 9 inches deep. So pretty excited about this coil. I can't wait to get into some of these farmers fields. A lot of them still standing corn, but when I do, you'll be the second one to see it. Hey guys, I want to give a thanks to everyone who responded to our previous giveaway. About 2 videos ago or so, we did a local giveaway that we was giving away a metal detector that was given to us to do a review. A couple different people has come up to me since the person won. You'll be able to see the video of the young man who won the detector here coming up. But I just wanted to thank everybody that responded to us and all the kind words that was given to me as I was caught out in the field metal detecting. And then after that, stay tuned because I got a pretty decent tip here for this big coil. Which, speaking of the big coil, if you go down in the descriptions of the video below, it'll take you to a site. If you click on that site, it'll take you to where you can actually purchase. I've had a couple different people ask me where I could purchase this big coil for the Simplex, 13.5 by 12.5 coil. So if you go down and click that link, it'll take you right to Calico. It'll take you right to that coil, and you can purchase it right there. Great coil if you got some open space, trashy area. It's tough. You really got to know your detector. But you get yourself into a field or the beach. Oh, the beach. This big coil will tear it up. I mean, you cover so much area. But anyways, here's that video. All right, guys. You remember in the last video, I said anybody in this community that comes up to me and says, hey, I want to win that metal detector, can win this metal detector. Well, the metal detector's here, and I had a young gentleman just come up to me and said he'd like to win this metal detector. So he's going to win this metal detector.
I just won the metal detector. I came up to Mike. I said, hey, I would like to enter to try to get the metal detector. He said you was the first one that came up, so I'm really excited that I get to metal detect.
But anyways, he's here to win the metal detector. It's a cool looking metal detector. It's all camouflaged up. It's got a bag, it's got a shovel, it's got the headphones with it. So congratulations on winning the metal detector, and hopefully you can get out and do a little bit of metal detecting with it.
I'll try, I will.
Maybe. you can do a little metal detecting with Aqualand Relics.